All right, and welcome back. This is Module 6 of Do You Know What I Mean? The Mean Stack Jumpstart. This is our last and final module. Very sad.
It is.
So throughout today, we started with explanation what the mean stack was. We created a basic HTML front end using Angular, but not integrating it yet. Then we built out the back end using MongoDB and Express with NodeJS. And then we had all APIs. The last module, Helen had the pleasure of taking us through how to integrate those APIs with our, what?
I don't know what's wrong. I'm sorry.
Hold it together, right? Okay, so now, and she created the integration between the Angular front end and our application backend. And so now everything works locally, we have everything running, and all we need to do now is share it with the world and get it going. So this module is all about how do we deploy our main application. So the first thing we want to do, so I guess this module will go through, the first thing we'll do is we'll set up MongoDB in the cloud, we'll configure and deploy an Express application, and then we'll talk about just some other tools, just have a quick conversation about a few of those things that you can use past this, this tutorial, and we'll let you go after that. Okay, so setting up MongoDB in the cloud. What we'll do is we'll stand up a MongoDB server. So the options that you have in the cloud are stand up your MongoDB server via VMs. There's other like technologies such as Docker and things like that you can research. That works on any cloud provider. Azure also has a fully managed option, fully managed database option, which is MongoLab, and it provides MongoDB database as a service, PaaS or DBaaS, database as a service. So to do that, we're gonna go with the last setting up MongoLab because it's the easiest way for us to do it and the fastest way. It'll probably take us about 5 minutes to get that set up. So what it does, it allows us for a fully managed database. You don't have to worry about patching or update the MongoDB server, as well as you don't have to really worry about scaling that server as well. It'll just scale automatically. You just pay the monthly fee. And for a sandbox instance, it won't cost us anything, and we can mess around with as much as we want and get our application working live. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna jump over to the Azure portal. So we're gonna jump over to manage.windowsazure.com. Take a few seconds for the portal to load up. And let me make sure, okay, I'm on my, looks like my internal one, that's fine. So we'll add a new service. Oh, I can't do that with my internal one. Okay, I have to use my external one. Open up incognito window. I'm only doing that because I need to separate my account since I'm a Microsoft employee. There we go. Let's go ahead and sign in here. And it'll take a few seconds, but we should, in just a few moments, we should be able to switch over to our subscription and activate a MongoLab account and just get the ball rolling on integrating our app. So I'm going to switch over to my subscription I want to spin the MongoDB service on. And of course, we have to reload the entire portal. All right, cool. And so we go to the add-on section here, which is, ooh, I got Zoom it on here too. Take this little add thing here. And it's actually a marketplace. I'll do it one more time for you guys. So it's on the bottom left. So if you're new to Azure, that's what you're going to do. And what we'll do is we'll say add new, and we'll click on marketplace. And under all these services, under here you'll see MongoLab. There's also MongoDB. So MongoLab and MongoDB are two companies that offer MongoDB as a fully managed service. One is by actual the MongoDB company, MongoDB Inc. They are the maintainers of it. And then you also have MongoLab, which is the second option. The reason why I'm using MongoLab today and not MongoDB is because the minimum cost for the MongoDB fully managed is like $400 a month. And MongoLab has a free sandbox instance that we could use. So I'm feeling cheap today. So we'll do that. All right, cool. So we'll do MongoLab. Sandbox again, remember it's $0 a month. It doesn't really cost us a thing. And oh, hit escape too many times. Jump right back in there really quick. There we go. Scroll back down. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and click next. Oh, we got to pick a name. We'll call this Chirp App. Next. And so you'll see this like review purchase and legal terms, and by clicking purchase, you know, all the legal jargon there. But although you're clicking purchase and all that, you're going to see that it is a sandbox plan and it costs nothing. So, which is quite nice. Okay. And we'll go ahead and click purchase. And what we'll see is it's purchasing, and it's going to start provisioning that for us. It's going to go off to Mongo Lab, which will handle standing up that database server for us so that we can go ahead and connect and create a new connector application to it. So while that's happening, we're going to create a new Azure website. Go to plus. And so this will be the URL that you guys can chirp to and do all the crazy stuff. So we'll do chirp azure.azure. Oh, we don't have to do that. Let's do chirp-azure, and that URL is free, and it'll be chirp-azure.azurewebsites.net, and this is where we can start cheaping to. And so now our application, our chirp app application, our chirp app database is up. So all we have to do really is just click on this guy and click the connection information and copy our connection URL. Now, if we go back and open up the Chirp application, so if you go in the GitHub repository in Chirp under the Chirp folder, that's our final implementation of the application. So I can just go ahead and copy this and open up in Sublime. I think this is it, but let me double check. Okay. So one thing that we do need to change, so this is the part called, I guess, so we've already created the, we set up the MongoDB database. We're good there. We don't have to worry about updating or patching stuff, scaling database, all that good stuff. So now we're on configuring the data, blah, blah, blah.